I think we need to be very aware of kind of how sensitive this stuff is and how secret a lot of it is. And that if somebody's bringing it to light, they're really trusting you with this. And so appreciating when they've disclosed something that's really shameful or difficult for them, I think is key. I have so many other thoughts, but that's kind of what's coming to mind now.
I mean, it's great. It's a great, great synopsis. At first, like, just be human. See each other as that, knowing our biases, and then I think that last part, well, do no harm, and then the last part too, knowing, being useful, knowing resources, knowing your community, networking, like all the things that we do, keeping that as a strength as we build our clinical, caseload and our different experiences.
Right. I think maybe I'll add to that the that you're gonna fuck up, you're gonna make mistakes, right? Like, welcome to being human again, like, and that as long as you're able to maintain a curious attitude about yourself and about your practice, and we call this a practice for a reason, then you can learn from those mistakes. I choose to kind of see them as learning opportunities, as opposed to, oh shit, I made a mistake there. It's like, okay, what can I learn from this so that I don't repeat that again, and that's how I phrase it with my patients too, of, okay, well, you're saying mistake. I mean, okay, here's a learning opportunity. Do you want to choose to learn something from it, or you want to choose to beat yourself up? So, I mean, you could do both potentially, but eventually one's going to have to win. So, yeah. So yeah, just, allow yourself to make mistakes and to not know everything. Like, there's just no way. We think of sex therapy and sexuality is so like small, but it is a huge, vast landscape with so many niches and specialty areas and all of this stuff that's just mind-blowing, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great topic, and that I'm happy that we know each other. You're gonna be a great referral resource for me in the future.
Oh yeah, you too.
You asked me before this, are you interested in pursuing sex therapy? And now, like, I was like, at first I'm like, no. And now just even talking about, like, oh yeah, I should definitely start getting into this more.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Yeah, and it's empowering. That's like, it's helping somebody who's walking in being like, I'm defective, I'm gross, I'm broken, to, fuck, I just had this really wonderful experience and I'm feeling amazing, and I'm communicating better with my partner, and I'm having more pleasure. I'm not depressed. I'm not angry. I mean, like, how cool.
Yeah, I love that. Well, okay, so lastly, and I stole this from someone else, but so asking for the young clinicians what your advice would be, and this is kind of taking the same question but gearing it towards the population that you work with, people. Well, I guess it would be everyone, right? All people. If you could have a billboard with like a slogan on it for people to read, think about, take to heart, what might you say to people up there?
Okay. Three simple sentences, maybe. Fuck normal. Embrace your kinks and pursue pleasure with consent. Throughout, right? Like, but that should be implied. But yeah, like,
love it.
Get away from the expectations, move away from that stuff, actually figure out what you like, and then do those things in a safe, responsible way. Yes.
Yeah, love that. I think it was my grandma used to say that the only thing that is normal is the setting on the dryer.
Right. Yes. Thank you. Right. Yes.
That's the only thing that's normal in life.
I love that. Yes. Totally agree with that. Yeah. But there are a lot of people who wonder, am I normal? Am I normal? They want to know that. And so taking, demystifying this normal concept and,
Right.
statistically normal and the average and all that. And it's just like, is that really going to help somebody to know where they fall on a thing? Sometimes maybe, with regard to a lot of sexual behaviors, oftentimes not. It's more
Right.
about, okay, you're in this little category, whatever you want to name it, or call it, or however you want to experience it, or act on it. And how do we allow you to be able to do it in a fun, safe, pleasurable way where, your life is more meaningful as a result?
Right. That just made me have the thought of something I say to people when we talk about our thoughts, the thoughts that we don't want to share with other people. Like, oh, it's too weird. I had this weird thought. It's like if everyone just shared their weird thoughts, they wouldn't be weird. That'd actually be normal. Right? Like that would be like you'd find the vast majority of people have weird thoughts or these different, what we're labeling as weird. Um, so it's
Yes, right.
great.
There are a lot more people than you might imagine who are interested in, all sorts of BDSM, and kinks, and some of that has nothing to do with ropes and chains and dungeons and, contracts and, pain and humiliation and anything. I mean, some of it can just really just all live in our heads, where we have, kind of a power exchange, but that has nothing to do with actually touching someone either, right? It doesn't even have to
Mhm.
be necessarily, sexual. Um, and, and so, yeah, forgot how I got there, but that's where we are now.
I like it. Well, thank you for taking this time. And I think without going through like our formal questions, like really just like came the kind of the answers to the questions I had in mind really just came about like as we were talking. I love it when that happens.
Yeah, no, me too. Thank you for being flexible with that, because I know I was going in different, but it's just like I'm so passionate about this stuff, and I really like talking about it. And I have a lot of knowledge to be able to share, but a lot to also to still learn.
Sure.
And so I love the flow of this. And, certainly if you decide to do another one of these, I would love to be a part of that at some point. So thank you
Awesome.
so much for allowing me. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I'll probably just send you like the raw and then also like the edited, like when I end up showing the class. Um,
Okay.
would you be open to getting like feedback if anyone has any like follow-up questions or want to get in contact with you? Like
Totally.
if
Yeah.
they pursue supervision or just like questions in general? Uh,
Totally.
okay, awesome.
Yes. 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 I think the more connections that they can have in this community, the better treatment we are going to be able to provide our patients. So, yes, let's do it. And feel free to reach out, for, yeah, whatever reason.
Awesome. All right, this is great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.